Yay, alhamdulillah. Okay. Assalamu alaikum, Ummah, and those who are joining us this evening. Welcome to Serious and Sincere, where we do matchmaking for Muslims who are serious and sincere about finding their mates. Assalamu alaikum. Okay. We interview one Muslim seeking marriage live on Instagram every Friday evening at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then, assalamu alaikum, pardon me. Then we post the video on Instagram here and on YouTube to let the algorithm do what it does. Assalamu alaikum. Okay, so our guest this evening is Sister Yasmen. We're waiting for her to join us. She's going to tell us where she's from, where she is now, how many children she has, if she has any children, what she's looking for. Assalamu alaikum. Her preferences, what she misses about being married. I talked to her earlier in the week. Wa alaikum salam. I talked to her earlier in the week, and I was so happy that she was still on board to join us today that I had to go put on some extra lip gloss because I split my lip like cheesing. She's really, really delightful, and she's very balanced. So we're waiting on her to join us now. Some of the questions that we wanted to ask her was, what does she miss about being married? What is she looking to experience this time in marriage? Some of the things that we might want to ask ourselves are, what are we expecting in our marriages? If this is our repeat opportunity or our first opportunity. Thank you, Sister Lola. You just took my nervousness away, but then you upped it again. Appreciate that. You're always gorgeous when I see you too. Alhamdulillah. I think I know most of the people who have joined us already. And yeah, we're all beautiful. Assalamu alaikum, Sister Hashima. Sister Hashima has some gorgeous khimars available to those who want to treat themselves, to the all black collection. Feel free to post your link, sis, because yeah, like, I'm looking forward to my complimentary pieces. Alhamdulillah. I think we're waiting still for Sister Yasmen. If anybody has questions they'd like to see asked, please post them. Okay, artists do what they do. Alhamdulillah. We got started a little late this evening, but HW Atelier, thank you. Yes. .com. You love the earrings? Alhamdulillah. They were a gift. She still owe me money. It's like, I'm joking. No, I'm not. But yeah, okay. I'll let it go. Alhamdulillah. I'm glad you said something. Okay, alhamdulillah. You just got that sister's debt erased. Mashallah. Okay. Sister Hashima, will you be having earrings? Will you be having earrings to offer along with your one-of-a-kind khimars? Thank you, Brother Abdul Rahim Hassan. You got good taste, okay? I bet you have awesome energy too. We're waiting for our Sister Yasmen to join us. But are you willing to join us if we miss her this evening? She will have earrings soon, inshallah. Okay. Will they be similar to your to the khimars? Will they be complementary? Or will they be something completely different? It's create season. I don't want to put people on the spot, but there's somebody else in the lineup right now who also does creating. But right now alhamdulillah, she's exploring the craft for her own enjoyment. But yeah, you wouldn't know it when you see her stuff, cause okay, clay, yes, polymer clay. Inshallah, right on. We look forward to that. When you, yes, okay, we waiting for her. It did, right? Thank you, Auntie Ma. Yes, the art changed, but it's about to change back because I don't know how to leave things alone sometimes. Plus, I want to reuse the frame, so we'll see. I keep my friends constant, but my canvases be moving, sis. Alhamdulillah. I just heard from Sister Yasmin. Okay, 44 years in. What? Alhamdulillah for that. I just heard from Sister Yasmin. I did do the painting, Sister Hashima. Yes, both of them. It's movement season. Oh, here she is. Okay. She's about to join us now.
Assalamualaikum.
It's nice to see you face to face, screen to screen. Alhamdulillah. How was your week?
Good. Pretty busy, but good.
Alhamdulillah. Good busy. Good
Yeah.
busy.
Yeah.
It's good to see you. I just did the a brief introduction to the program and what we're about and what we do. So we're just going to jump right in, inshallah, if that's okay with you. Can you tell us your name and your age and your location?
My name is Yasmen. I'm 41. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay. And where are you from originally?
I'm from Atlanta.
Okay, cool. All right. So do you have any children?
Yes, I have 3 children.
Okay.
18-year-old, 17-year-old, 10-year-old.
All right. And are you looking to have more children?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
So the brother you're looking for, he needs to be cool with where he is too on the parent spectrum. No
Right.
more kids.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your preference for his age group?
40 to like 50.
Okay.
Maybe a little younger, maybe.
Like what? The lowest you'll go, the youngest you'll consider.
37. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And should he be in Atlanta also or willing to relocate?
No, he doesn't have to be here. If he's willing to relocate, that's great. I'm open to relocating. I mean, if the vibe is right and he's the one, so.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, what's your height requirement for this brother?
So, of course, it used to be like 6 foot plus, but like recently there's been brothers who have been shorter than me that have approached me, and I'm like thinking, okay, maybe my husband is one of those like short kings, you know what I mean? So I guess I'll go as short as 5'7", because I'm 5'9", and he can be as tall as whatever, but like I guess 5'7" is the minimum.
Not Lord Farquhar from Shrek.
Right.
Okay. Okay. Now, what if his dean made him look like he was 5'9"?
Okay, but he's like 5'7"?
5'5"? 5'5" still not considerable?
That's too short.
Yeah, the dick are too hard. I know that's the truth. Okay. Alhamdulillah. Okay. So what about your preference for his marital history? Do you have any expectations?
I prefer someone that's been married before. less than, no more than 3 times. My brother's been married more than that. It's kind of a red flag for me. But definitely prefer someone that has been married before.
Okay. Poly friendly?
Yes.
Oh, right on. Time wise, what would you be looking for if polygamy was an option?
When you say time wise, what do you mean?
Like, are you trying to see him maybe a couple times a week or a couple times a month? You know, can he be from overseas and you see him like every 6 months?
I think it would depend on the situation. Um, I'm cool with like 1 week on, 1 week off. If he's from overseas, I don't think I'm up to do polygyny if he's in another country. I don't think
Okay.
that would work for me.
Okay. Okay. Family and children preferences. How many should he have or not have? Children.
Um, okay, so I do want someone that has children. Um, ooh, if he has like 5 or more, that's a lot for me. And yeah, so I guess 1 to 4 is fine.
Okay. And his attitudes about child rearing. What should he be like?
Balanced. So, be loving, caring, supportive of the child and who, the kid is and everything, but also know that, a child needs to be disciplined and reared as well, but do it in a gentle, kind, loving way, an Islamic way. So yeah, just be balanced with the parenting.
Okay. Okay. Um, Religiosity. Any sect preference or any group you're not interested in?
Not interested in someone who is Shiite, a part of the, I think it's called Ansari community or something like that. Not interested in someone who claims to be a 5%er. Just, Sunni. I'm open to people that, I guess, ascribe to the Salafi minhaj.
Okay.
Maybe, I'm open.
You Salafi soft? You
Um,
like
I
cuff
was
pants
married to
and
a brother that was a part of the Salafi community. Mhm.
okay. What did you like most about being married to him, Islamically?
I learned a lot about my dean. It was really important for him that I attend classes at the masjid. Um, Learning how to read the Quran, memorizing surahs was a big priority. Let's see. So I like that he took his role um, as a husband very seriously. I wasn't like forced to go work outside the home. I mean, if I did do that, but it's only because I wanted to. But it wasn't like, he wasn't able to, hold down the household and I had to go work. I really valued and appreciated that. Um, yeah, and he just, mashallah, he didn't really play about me. Like he didn't allow me just to kind of befriend whoever. And a lot of times he saved me from a lot of fitna from like sisters and stuff. He's like, yeah, don't be careful about this sister. I know some things, So, I appreciate that stuff, that part of the relationship.
Okay. Did he listen to you on the flip side? Like, were you all able to advise one another?
Um, yes. I didn't really advise him about like who to befriend, but he was very what's the word? He had an entrepreneurial spirit, and so he would want to try different businesses and stuff, and he would ask me my opinion on that. I gave him my opinion, and yeah, sometimes when he would have conflict, like at work or just in general, he would kind of ask me, like, what do you think about this? Am I wrong in this? So, like, he would, seek counsel for me too.
So is it a big deal for you to have a spouse who listens to you?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I just want reciprocity. You know, I'm going to listen to you. I want you to listen to me. I want you to take what I have to say into consideration, just like I would take you into consideration with your opinions and thoughts. You know, I just want a balanced relationship.
Okay. So prior to marrying and getting to know somebody, what kind of things would stand out for you with you looking for that? Like if they weren't like what would be red flags for you? Where that
Ooh.
came from? How would you be able to tell that person wasn't a good listener?
Talking a lot and not, you know, engaging in the conversation. Um, Not picking up on social cues, like if we're speaking face to face and you kind of
Hmm.
seem to make a face like that, but you kind of, you know, you don't shift the conversation or, you know, you just don't get it. That's a red flag. And then just genuinely not being interested in learning about me. You know, you're just divulging so much information about you and what you want and what you're looking for and your life, and you're just not really interested in hearing about me. That's a red flag. You're not interested in me. You don't really like me like that, you know?
Okay. So would he have to have a certain kind of like spiritual quotient or emotional quotient
Yeah,
to be that kind of person?
um, I think a brother that really understands his deen and really has studied like the life of the prophet, or not really studied, but just has a, you know, a, I don't know, not basic, but just a step above the basic understanding of the life of the prophet. He's going to have high emotional intelligence naturally. He's trying to emulate that, you know, the prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So, did I answer the question? I'm sorry. What was it?
What would be like? I think you did. I
Okay.
think you did.
Okay.
Okay. Um, so I'm gonna ask about something else. Diet, health, nutrition, exercise, and fitness. What would be his ideal attitude?
Um, Pro all of that. I do have a gym membership. I don't always get to the gym like I really want to, but you know, like a husband that is encouraging of, you know, me to be fit as well as, you know, him being fit. I go to the doctor. I see about myself. I don't play about that. I don't want a husband that I have to fight to go to the doctor when something serious is happening. I want him to really care about his health because, you know, at this stage of our life, if we get married, we want to be together and stay together as long as possible. So part of that is being healthy and taking care of our emotional and physical health and, you know, just make the time as long as we can and do what we can because I know ultimately like our life is in the hands of Allah, so we don't really have any control over when we'll go ultimately,
Hmm.
but we need to do our part. So
Okay. So what should he eat?
um
Or how should he eat?
I mean, he can just eat whatever as long as it's halal. You know, like I'm not a super healthy eater. Like I like fried chicken, macaroni and cheese, collard greens, cornbread, black eyed peas. You know, like I like all of that stuff, right? But you know, in moderation. So yeah, like follow that up with like the next day, I don't know, like a vegetarian or, you know, meat light meal or something like that. But yeah, I wouldn't say I was necessarily like super healthy or anything like that. You know, I like a really fatty breakfast, you know what I mean? Grits and eggs and lots of butter and jelly on my biscuit and stuff. And, you know, I'm cool if he's a little bit more healthy than I am, but, you know, I'm not going to be like, Miss, you know, oh, you know, that's high cholesterol and, you know, watch your fat intake. You know, as
So,
long as we're working out, I think we'll be okay.
y'all eat GMO?
Uh,
Organic?
uh, it depends on what the brother's budget's looking like. I mean, I would love to be organic, but you know, we got to work with what we can work with. You know,
Okay. Are you GMO sensitive?
no, I
Or
don't
is
think
it
so.
better to you? Okay. Okay then. Let me see. Now, what were you relieved to be away from with your previous marriages that you don't want to experience again?
Um, I want distance from someone who lacks self-awareness and someone who lacks self-discipline, and that's like a slave to his desires. I am ready to be free of that. Like, I don't want to deal with that anymore. And yeah, that would be like the top thing. Of course, there's like a laundry list of other things, but like that right there is like key. Like, I can't deal with that. I won't. And then, like, liars, of course, not really trying to deal with that at all.
Okay. Okay. Family history preferences. Did you prefer somebody who comes from a Muslim background or somebody who converted to Islam? And like for yourself, did you convert to Islam, or were you born into a Muslim family? And are you still close with your relatives?
So I converted in high school. So none of my family to this day is Muslim. It's just me and, my kids. So I don't have a preference if he was born Muslim or grew up in a Muslim family. I do want someone that is family oriented. So whether his family is Muslim or non-Muslim, I would like for him to have a good relationship with his family for the most part, what he can control. I definitely am very close to my parents. They're, they're elderly and things like that. And even though they're not Muslim and sometimes they don't understand what I do and why I do it, I respect what they've done for me all of my life and continue to do for me. And I would never not deal with them because they're not Muslim. And I would hope that, whoever I'm married to feels the same way.
Alhamdulillah. Are you responsible for them at this point in any way? Or do you see that role changing?
Yes. So as far as making sure they get to their appointments and appointments are scheduled, I am in charge of that. If my parents need a phone call to be made, I'm basically the go-to person. I do have a sister that is trying to take on a bigger role, but I'm still very, very involved in their like day-to-day living.
Alhamdulillah. So he would have to be flexible time-wise and understanding of that.
Right. So, yeah, he would need to be understanding of that. I don't necessarily have to see them every day, but definitely I do talk to my parents at least every other day. I definitely see them on the weekends. And so that just has to be kind of built into our routine because my parents are really important to me.
Ameen. Alhamdulillah. Would you want him to visit with you, or would he have time and space to see to his people also?
I mean, yeah. So, I would accompany him when he wants to visit his family. He's welcome to do the same. Of course, if his schedule doesn't allow for it, I'm still going to go visit my family. But no, I feel like when you marry a person, you marry their family. So, yeah, any functions he's having, a reunion, just a cookout or whatever, like I would like to feel comfortable enough to attend, and if vice versa, I want my husband to attend too.
What kind of track record should he have as far as friendships go?
I think it's important for a man to have a trusted circle of brothers that he considers his friends. It's kind of a red flag when a brother doesn't have any friends. And, my question is like, well, who do you confide in? Who do you seek counsel from if you don't have friends? And if he says the imam, okay, yeah, but like you need like that tight network of brothers that know you and can really talk to you about yourself. You know what I mean? So if he doesn't have that, then is he thinking that I'm going to be his everything in that department? That's not fair to me. It is not going to work.
Right.
So
what about me?
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
No, I was about to ask about your friendships, but go ahead.
So that would be concerning to me. And then if you don't have a group of brothers that are trustworthy and things like that, then who do you confide in? And that also brings me to, well, men usually are close to their mothers. So do you confide in your mom? Are you a mama's boy? That might be a problem for me. Um, you know, so like I would like for my husband to have some trustworthy Muslim friends that he's really close to that can hold him accountable, someone he can go and confide in about whatever. I think is really important because I have that for myself.
Okay. How old is your oldest friendship?
Um, let's see. I met her in college, so oh my gosh, it's been like 20 plus years.
Inshallah.
Wow. Time flies when you're having fun.
Yes, it is. Is she Muslim too?
She is.
Mashallah. Okay. Right on. Okay, so how does Black nationalism fit into what you think his understanding of Islam would be?
Hmm.
Like, are you interested in somebody who is Black nationalist and then Muslim, or somebody who is Muslim and then Black nationalist?
Muslim and then, very pro-Black. Like, be Muslim
Okay.
first.
Okay.
Love your people, want to support your people, uplift your people. If you're trying to do anything positive for the community, think about your people first. Muslim and Black. So, um, yeah, I'm more about that. Like, be Muslim first.
Okay. So should he be a follower of Umar Johnson?
He's not Muslim. I'll just say that. He's not Muslim.
Because you have a lot of brothers who identify with Dr. Umar Johnson. Yeah, I'll
I
just say
mean,
that.
there
Yeah.
is some benefit in what he says some of the time. I'm not going to discount some of the stuff that he says, but then he comes with that nonsense because he's not on the deen. So, yeah, I don't want my husband like, yeah, Sheikh Umar Johnson. No, brother. You know what I'm saying? So, like, no, I'm not.
You wouldn't take no red, black, and green dicker beads as a mark? Right. Okay. Alhamdulillah. Okay. What kinds of gestures are acceptable for you when somebody wants to initiate courtship or show interest?
Oh, so give away all the game. Okay.
Yeah.
You have to just be direct. All this, calling and talking or texting and just kind of, you know, shooting the breeze and stuff. I'm not with all that because I'm trying to get married. You know what I mean? So, like, I need a brother to be direct. Yasmin, we've had a couple conversations. Mashallah, I like what I hear. Uh, you know, let's talk about getting married. Like, you got to say that because to a certain degree, I'm a little bit dense when it comes to that. Like, oh, he was flirting? He ain't said nothing. He didn't say he liked me. So I need somebody very direct. Like, just say it. Just like, hey, girl, I like you. What's up? You know,
Okay. So what's your ideal courtship time? If y'all hit it off, like what you not trying to go past?
a year. A year is way too. Is more than enough time. More than enough. I think now I would take things a little bit slower than I did before because I have children to consider.
Yes.
And I want my children to be comfortable and to somewhat approve, somewhat. So that takes time, you know what I mean? But we can't make it happen in a year. It's just not going to happen. So, yeah.
Okay, so who's your wali or wakil?
He is a brother that introduced me to Islam. So I was in high school and um, I'll just be transparent. I was dating someone that was a Muslim, and we really liked each other, and we wanted to talk about getting married. And he was like, "Well, let's, I think you should learn about my religion and da 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 da." And so he introduced me to his family, his mother and his father. And mashallah, just with the information that they gave me and the guidance, I took my shahada. And after all this time, even though me and the brother didn't work out, they're like my second set of parents, you know what I mean? And I just absolutely love them, and I definitely trust that the brother really has my back. Like, he treats me like I'm his daughter. And so it's none of this, he secretly wants you and he's going to be trying to like sabotage your relationships and stuff like that. It's none of that. Like, I'm his child. He's going to look out for me. So his name is Brother Rashid Abdullah. I can, let you know what his number is and everything if you, want to know, brothers, so.
Right, boy. Does he have brothers, cousins, or friends like himself for the watchers?
You mean my wakil?
Yes.
Oh,
is he one of a kind, or is he like a group?
He's married, and he's like my dad's age. He's like in his 70s, and I think he's the only Muslim in his family, so he doesn't have any. I don't think so.
Okay, but who is this? The high school friend?
Oh, he's married.
Yes.
Now. And
his friends
he does have
too?
Brothers.
Okay.
So
are they normal?
Hmm?
Are they normal?
Depends on what you think normal is.
That's true. Okay, that's true.
Yeah,
all right.
I would say that they are. They're not practicing his brother.
Okay.
I'll say that.
Okay.
Yeah. And they're not. No, I don't think they're looking to get married. So.
Okay. Yeah, that'll knock the wind out you. Okay. Question: did we go over your weight preferences?
No. I like everything except obese.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
If you have a dad-bod, that's fine. If you're very thin, that's fine. If you're somewhere in the middle, cool. If you have muscles, that's cool.
But he shouldn't get breasts.
Not flabby boobs, no.
Sorry, yeah,
brother.
Okay. Alhamdulillah. Yeah, that's we're not body shaming.
Right.
We're just talking about preferences. Okay. Alhamdulillah. When it comes to making salat with when you were married, did you prefer to pray alone or did you prefer to pray with your spouse?
My preference is always with my spouse, but I know that he liked to go to the masjid, for most of the salat, and I don't mind praying at the house. It wasn't like a big deal, but yeah, it was nice. It was like a way to connect by praying with your husband. So.
Okay. Did you ever have to pray by yourself with your husband?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, do you have a preference for like recitation? Should they be knowledgeable with the Quran, or are you okay with like them mastering like 2 to 3 surahs outside of Al-Fatiha?
Yeah, I'm cool with someone who's developing his like knowledge of tajweed or just memorizing. I'm open with that as long as he has a growth mindset, like he wants to know more and he's working towards it. I'm fine with that.
Okay. Sister asks, what makes you open to polygamy?
Oh, because I used to be in it. So
Really? Go ahead, Gigi. Go ahead.
So I'm open to it because, I was in a polygamous marriage. My first marriage was a polygamous one. I came in as a second wife. I didn't have a bad experience, to be honest with you. The polygyny part was fine. It was just the brother himself was the issue. But, the way the division of time and money and, balancing that fine line between, being respectful of your co-wife and just, that whole thing, it's fine. I don't mind it.
Okay. Are you still in touch with her? Y'all still friends?
We're Facebook friends, but not really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, do you miss it?
I'm just being married. Just, you know, period. And I don't again, polygyny was fine. I was I was at a point in my life where I was really trying to find myself, understand myself, and then so that time away from him gave me an opportunity to do some growth. So I really appreciated it for that. Because I was young, like fresh out of college, and I was just still trying to figure out, okay, how am I going to live the rest of my life, and what does that look like, and what kind of goals do I set for myself? And I needed like the alone time to be able to do that, and I guess the financial backing to relax and have the mindset to even think about that. And I just really appreciated polygyny for that.
Okay. What are you looking to take to marriage this next time?
Take to marriage.
What do you like to contribute?
Um, I feel like I've really worked on healing some emotional things within me. Every time you go through a relationship and it ends, there's some hurt associated with it. And it's really important for you to kind of feel that hurt and process it and try to get the lesson out of it. So I come into my new marriage, inshallah, with a greater sense of self, just, I don't know, just a real appreciation and closeness to Allah, because I've learned to surrender certain things. I think I've gained a greater sense of self, and I have a higher self-esteem. I love myself more, and I know that all of that is going to be very beneficial in my marriage. So I bring a healed self to my new marriage, and someone who has a greater capacity for love.
Oh, okay. So who would be your dream guy amongst the Sahaba? Like, who would you be super compatible with based on who you are now?
I think I would be head over heels for Abu Bakr Siddiq,
Inshallah.
inshallah. Just his generous nature. I was actually listening to a lecture today while I was driving home from work. How eloquent he was, how he was a leader in doing good. He was the best of the best among the companions. He was just such a perfect example of trustworthiness, honor. Oh gosh, I'm getting goosebumps. He just sounded just like such a beautiful brother. Like, I would love to, when I think about my husband, I feel like a wash of like water through my soul when I think about him. Because like, my husband, like, oh, he's here. Thank God. I can relax. I'm around goodness. I'm safe. You know what I mean? And I think that Abu Bakr Siddiq really like embodied. He would give me that feeling if I was alive back then, and if I was his wife. And just his generous nature, just giving of himself, and just just oh my goodness, he was the man.
Yes. Okay. Just felt the inner gustle. Right on. Yeah. Okay. Right on.
I love that.
Okay. Do you like studying? Is that one of your favorite pastimes? Like lectures, studying,
You know
learning
what?
more about.
When I have the space and opportunity to do that, yeah, I love it. But now, not being married, having to work as hard as I do to kind of maintain the household, you know, and pay bills and all that stuff, and then the kids, I don't really find a lot of time or like energy to study like I really want to.
Mhm.
But yeah, I would love to get back to that. Absolutely.
Would you want to take vacations with your husband? Like, would you have time for that if he could help out? Well, you would expect him to alleviate the financial burden, right? But that would leave you all free. So, would you like to go study, like as a vacation?
That'd be
Like, I think we.
that'd be so cute, right? So there's this masjid. There's it's not a scholar. He's like a what do you call it? A dai? Is that how you say it? Like a caller to Islam. So he's like they call him
Okay.
Sheikh, but I don't think he likes to just subscribe himself to that. But he's in Texas, and they're always having like all these like lectures and seminars and things, and it would be just so romantic to go to one of those lectures and, you know, go back to the hotel room. We're comparing notes like, well, what do you think about this when he said this, and da 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 da. And then, you know, during the day go and like, I don't know, go to the beach if there's one nearby, or, you know, just go sightseeing or whatever, go explore nature, you know, just have that. Oh, that's just
Yes.
yummy. I
Okay.
would like that. Yeah.
Let me write that down because I need to make plans.
Inshallah.
Yes. Do you have any other hobbies? Do you have any other hobbies?
Um,
Yeah, a
like to
couple spiritual
do.
retreat. Yes.
Um, hobbies. I don't know. What do I like to
You
do?
like to write?
I'm so busy, like trying to maintain life. I don't even know what I like to do anymore. That sounds really sad. Um, I like to go to the movies, but I wouldn't consider that a hobby though. Um,
Okay. Well, how do you unwind? How do you relax?
um, I do like to go get massages. I do see a
Right.
sister that, you know, takes care of me. Mashallah, may Allah bless her hands. Ameen. What else? I like, you know, self-care stuff, like, you know, go get my hair done, facials and things like that. Like to shop.
Okay. Online or in person?
Sorry, I don't know. Do you hear that? I'm sorry. Um,
It's okay.
I like to shop online because in person, nothing ever fits, and it's just frustrating. Yeah, they don't carry like tall girl sizes in the store, so you gotta go online anyways. So,
Yes. Okay. Right on. Should he buy you clothes before, or you prefer to have a
oh
gift card
no,
and
no,
a
no,
spending?
he should definitely. I would like for him to fund my clothing allowance or whatever. Like, yeah, he should pay for it, but I shouldn't be doing the shopping. I don't think he should be buying anything he wouldn't understand. Like, you know,
Okay.
men think they know
Okay.
women's bodies, but they really don't when it comes to clothes.
Would you dress your husband?
Yeah, he has to
Yeah.
match my fly. He cannot be out here embarrassing me in the streets, looking, you know, weird. No, I would love to dress my husband, or just advise him, hey, don't wear those pants. You know,
What if they his favorite? They Suna limps and they got holes in the knees for his prostration marks. Like,
mashallah. Mashallah, wear that in the house. That's fine, brother. That's fine. I love that for you in the house. Yeah. I was going outside raggedy. They're like, oh, that's Yasmin's husband? Ooh.
what
Yeah.
you say?
Like, people would see him in the streets and they'd be like, that's Yasmin's husband? He raggedy? Mm-mm. You're not going to embarrass me like that, brother. No. Mm-mm.
But that's his pious look, sister.
No,
What if
we're
he's
going to have to upgrade that look.
you? Okay.
Mm-mm.
Would you spend from your own money to upgrade his look
To
if he was resistant?
a certain degree, yeah. Why not?
Okay.
Especially if, like, you know, getting gifts is his love language. You know, that's the way I would show him some love, and it would, you know, be mutually beneficial. He gets some clothes and not embarrass me in public, and then I would get that, I guess reward for, loving him the way that he likes to be loved.
Okay. Are y'all wearing matching outfits on Eid?
Oh, come on. Oh, we could. Over that. Okay, I'll say this. It will complement each other. Like, I'm not going to wear like neon and he's wearing brown or something, like it would just be complimentary, but not matchy. I'm not into that. Mm-mm.
Not even for Six Flags. Y'all go to amusement park, Muslim Family Day, and coordinate socks and stuff.
We don't have to do
Yeah.
that. We don't have to do
Okay. Okay. What's your love language, and do you have more than one?
I think I just have like, I guess all of the languages are my love language, but there's like the top two that really like makes the biggest impression. So number one, hands down, is acts of service. I just feel like I am doing a lot for everybody. I'm taking care of my parents to a certain degree, my kids, the house, handling business at work. I barely have time for myself. And then just to have somebody like see, hey, like her car needs to be washed, and just go do that. Go put gas in my car so that when I get up in the morning and I see a full tank of gas, that means everything to me. Or, vacuum. If you see me washing the dishes and the house needs to be vacuumed, just help a sister out. You know what I mean? And that means the world to me, because that means like you see me. You know that I'm giving to everybody, and you want to kind of like, relieve some of that. Oh, God, it means you love me. So that's number one.
Okay.
Number two would be quality time. If I really like you, and we are vibing and we're in a good space, I want to kick it with you. I want to let's go do something together. Let's go get coffee and sit in the car and just talk, or, go gaze at the stars, why not? You're my boo. That's my dude, So those two would be like my top. Yeah.
Okay. So it wouldn't work if he doesn't appreciate nature and don't like to sit still.
I mean, we can find something to do. That was just an example. We'll find something to do. But just,
Okay. And then honestly, some things should be unsaid. So yeah, if he really understands you, you don't have to ask, because he anticipates what you need.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be doing it for him.
Right. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, paying attention is definitely a love. Okay. Okay then. So what kind of work do you do?
Ugh. Okay. So I'm changing jobs soon, but I was doing like call center work for like the past year, and it's like I've had enough. So I'm going to be working at a law firm at the start of the new year, and I'm going to be working around Muslims. Ooh. And it's just it's just a better environment for me, and I like the coworkers so far, so it's going to be good. So I work at a law office. Yay!
Congratulations!
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Do you prefer somebody, because you said the previous husband was an entrepreneur. Do you prefer somebody who is an entrepreneur?
I don't care, as long as I don't have to worry about the household bills, Okay. And, if he's someone that works a job, I would like for him to have other aspirations than like working until he retires. I think it's important for us as, Black people to have our own. So if he had like a little nonprofit on the side, or he made T-shirts, or I don't know, just have something on the side. I think that would just be a responsible thing to do, because jobs aren't guaranteed to last a lifetime, and if you have a family, you need to kind of have your hand in other arenas to kind of make sure that no matter what, we're going to be good. You know what I mean?
Yes. Okay. I don't know if I asked this already, but what are some of the best lessons you've learned about marriage so far?
Marriage is work. It is definitely not what you see on TV. It's not what Bill Cosby and Cliff Huxtable and Claire Huxtable had. It's not what Whitley and Dwayne had. You know, it has those moments, but I just think like a lot of times I was looking for like the fairy tale romantic stuff 90% of the time in my marriage. And I mean, that's just not reality. So what I've learned for marriage is that it's work, but it's good work when you're with the right person.
I mean,
and it can be rewarding work when you're with the right person, because hopefully you and whoever you're married to, your relationship gets you closer to Jannah. So and that's the ultimate goal. So yeah, anything worth having, which is like Jannah, it's like the ultimate goal, is work. So if we achieve Jannah through our marriage, it's going to be work. And it requires patience. It requires you to really see the other person, to really understand them and study them and know them and listen and appreciation. And I'll say it again, work.
alhamdulillah. Okay, so would you want to be married to either of your exes in Jannah?
No.
No.
Uh-uh.
Okay. So we gotta, inshallah, find you somebody
Please.
that you pick over Prophet Yusuf, who is really beautiful, alayhi salam. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot of folks in line to get one of them clones. So
I know, right?
okay. Yes. Do you have anybody that you've seen recently that you'd be interested in?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do they know?
No. I don't think they know.
Would you like somebody to tell them?
Sure. Yeah, I don't
Okay.
mind. Like, I'm not shy when it comes to that. Like if I'm interested, you know, somebody can tell you. I'm cool with that.
Okay, then. Do you want to give them your Wali or Wakil's phone number again so that they can maybe get in touch with you?
Oh, right
For that
now? Oh, okay. So it's saved on my phone. I don't know how I can do that without like getting off the live.
Okay.
Am I able to do that?
No, Sister Corey can get it from you later,
Okay.
inshallah.
Inshallah.
She's going to. Yes. So did you have anything else you wanted to? What do you like? What do you like about them?
Them, my exes?
No, this person that you have your eye on a little bit.
Oh.
Is he tall?
He is. What attracts me most is that he's from the South, so he's a little bit country like me. So like it just kind of feels familiar. I like that. I like that he has really good manners. Like that he looks like he's a family man. I like that. And we have similar interests. So yeah.
You know him from the masjid or from the grocery store or from your neighborhood? Where you know him from?
I met him a long time ago, and we recently connected at an event at the masjid.
So if he's watching this, would he know you was talking about him?
Probably.
Do you like having crushes?
Yeah. I'm kind of I'm a little bit of like a hopeful romantic, so like going through that like giddy stage of a relationship, and like I have a crush on him. Like I don't know, it's like this dopamine surge that feels all, you know, warm and tingling on the inside. So yeah, I like all that.
Okay. Yes. Gussel feelings. Mashallah. Okay, sister. This was good. Inshallah, somebody's gonna tell that brother that you got a crush on him. Somebody's gonna put 3 + 2 together and get y'all them pillars lined up, inshallah.
If it's meant to be.
Did you have anything you like to leave the ummah with before we sign off?
No. Just if you know a good brother who's a good fit for me, you know, let us sister know.
Yes. Yes. She's in Atlanta, y'all. Okay.
ATL.
ATL. Inshallah, we'll be in touch and you'll be sending us invitation to your walima
Absolutely.
if we can't make it to the nikah. Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay. This was awesome. Thank you for
Alhamdulillah.
joining us. Assalamu
Wa
alaikum.
alaikum salam.